Okay, everybody, who wants to know how to make these awesome banners and invitations that we're all seeing all over Facebook from all these other coaches? I am going to show you today a very basic and simple tutorial for PicMonkey. Now, there's a lot of great apps that you can use on your phone. So like in a pinch, I will use apps like WordSwag. And that's just to like put words on top of a picture and you can edit the picture a little bit. I'll use Insta Collage to make a collage of photos, or I'll use PicCollage. And then if I want to incorporate a video, I'll use Pick, Play, Post. And those are my 4 favorite apps that I use on my phone for editing pictures. But today I'm going to talk about PicMonkey because that's where you're going to get these beautiful banners and invitations. So this is my invitation that I made a few weeks ago for my June challenge group. And I'm going to show you how I made this or something very similar to this. So you're going to start by going to www.picmonkey.com. PicMonkey.com. So they have 2 different options here. You can have a free PicMonkey account, so you'll sign up for your free account, or there's the Royal account, which I think is about $34 a year. I have a Royal account because I use PicMonkey for everything, not just Beachbody. I use it for making invitations for parties and flyers and banners up for the restaurant and stuff. So love it. If you want to do the Royal, go ahead, sign up, and every once in a while they'll offer like a free 30-day trial, which is what I did, or just have your free account. So to make a invitation, we're going to do the invitation first. You're going to go to design, and it's going to fall down here, and you're going to see these different options for creating your banners. So you can, if you're going to make a Facebook cover banner, you can use that. It's already set up for that specific size. I'm going to go to 4x6. Now I don't want my invitation to be up and down, so I'm going to go to rotate over here, and I'm going to just turn it and then click apply. Once I have done that, I'm going to go to canvas color and pick my background color. So I'm just going to pick this color blue, and you can darken it, you can lighten it, you can play a lot. There's so many different options for colors, but we're going to do that and just say we're happy with that. Usually this is like the hardest part for me, is picking the background color. So I have applied that. Now I'm going to go over here to this butterfly in the overlays, and I'm going to pick geometric, and I'm going to pick this very first rectangle because this rectangle I can size from both sides. If I were to choose this square, it would only, if I pulled from the corner, it would still be a square, and same with this rectangle. So I'm going to go to this first rectangle because I can make it any size that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it and make it really wide, long I should say, and then a little bit more width on it like that. And I'm going to stick it right up here at the top. Now I don't want it to be black, and to be honest I don't even remember what color my invitation was, but we're going to pick bright yellow because we're going into summer. So I've picked bright yellow for that, and then I'm going to click out of it. Now I'm going to go up here to this button, and I'm going to merge these elements together. I'm going to combine them. Okay, so once you've clicked that, the little monkey pops up and says combined. All this means is that now I'm clicking on this yellow and it's not doing anything. It is glued together, so it's not going to move anymore, which is important. Later on, when we start to add text, you'll see why. So now I'm going to go down and scroll down to the banners right here. And so far, I've used all free options for the free accounts. I'm going to pick this first banner because, again, I can make it bigger on both sides. And just, I'm going to layer it on top right there. And I'm going to make this one, see, I have problems picking colors. Let's make it mint green. Okay, so again, I'm going to go combine these all together. So now they're all glued together and I don't have to worry about them moving. Now I'm going to go back up here to the top, and I want to add one of my own photos. So you're going to click on your own, and I'm on my desktop, and this is where I would find my pictures. Now I want to use my before and after, so hold on one second. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to use my before and after. Okay, so my picture is here. Now I can make this bigger or smaller or whatever I want to do. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to stick it over there. I don't have to merge this one because I'm not going to put anything on top of it or behind it. So I'm going to leave that as that. Now I can start to add my text. So I'm going to go to the text option, and there's so many different options for text. Now, when you see this crown, that means it is a royal account feature. So this particular font you cannot use unless you have a paid account. So let's do a free one. We're going to pick this one. So I'm going to click on the font, and then I'm going to go to add text, and this little box is going to pop up. So I want to center it, and I want to make this a little bit bigger, and then if I go over here, I highlighted my text and I can make the font a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to come up here and drag it up to here. And then again, let's choose something fun for a font. Let's choose missions. Oh, I want to use a free one so you guys can use it. So we'll use Bilbo Swash Caps. So I clicked on that, and then I'm going to add text, and I'm going to say challenge group June 8th. Yay! And I'll make this a little bit bigger so all the words fit in. And if you want to make the font bigger without having to go over here to the size, you can drag from the bottom and it will make the font bigger. So I'm going to put that in that banner. Now I don't want this to be black. I'm going to make this white. Okay, so now I'm going to merge all of these together. That way nothing can be moved around anymore. So now I need to add in what I want to say about my challenge group. So for instance, I put the daily accountability, motivation, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to pick the same font I used for this top part. So click on that and then add text. And I'm going to say daily motivation, accountability, recipes, fun, weight loss, I don't know, whatever you want to say about your challenge group. So I'm going to move this over here, and I want to make it just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do that. Now let's say you want this font to be the same color as this banner. So how do you make sure you have the exact same color? So you can go over here, click on this rectangular box, and your little eyedropper is going to come up, and see as I'm dragging, it's changing the color of the font. So I'm going to click up here to the yellow. So that way you can get the colors coordinated correctly. Now if you want to add the bullets like I did over here, you can either do that with individual stickers or overlays, or what I like to do is I'll pick like a chunky font, and so I have 5 different topics, and I'll just use my asterisks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy, right? Now I don't need this box to be this big, so I'm going to scoot it over, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger too, and I'm going to drag it so that they're right in front of all those topics. Ta-da! So really easy, right? And it's professional looking. Oh, and I did have this little guy over here. So you go to your overlays, and I think this one is under stars. Yep. So you can pick any of these stars. So let's pick this one and pull this over here somewhere. Oh, I guess it's too big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. So there it is, and we'll make it pink. And then if you want to add text to that, we're going to merge all these together so nothing can be moved. And get results. And we're going to center it. And we're going to drag this up and stick it inside of there. Ta-da! That is it. So super easy. It's a lot of fun. It, yes, can be overwhelming. So I hope that this just shows you how simple you can be, how quick it can be, and it looks great when you're all done. So you can play around, obviously. That's how I learned, was just playing around with PicMonkey when I was bored. So if you're ready to go and you love the way that it looks, you go up to Save, and you're going to title this, whatever, June. I usually just leave it at Pierce. If it's something that I'm going to be printing out, I'll use the Sean quality. This is a very large file to save on your computer, but the quality of the pictures is going to be very clear. So you can just leave it at the medium, Pierce, great quality, and then you're going to save it to your computer. This is going to ask me where I'm saving it. I'm on a Mac, so I'm sorry for those of you who don't have a Mac. I'm going to save it to my desktop. That way I can find it really easily, and then I'll file it later. So as you can see, the little monkey popped up. Sorry you missed it. And he said it was saved. So I'm going to go over here, and there it is on my desktop. Easy. Okay. I'm going to show you something else you can do. So when you're done with your project and you've saved it, you can X out. Now, I know you have seen, for instance, my cover photo for my like page has a picture of me all cut out. Now, this takes a very steady hand and patience. So if you want to know how to do that, that's what I'm going to go into now. So what you're going to do is choose the design option, and you're going to go to square, or however big your picture is, then to overlays, and choose your own. So I have chosen this lovely picture of me, and I'm going to put it here. Now, what you want to do is take this and drag it to however big you're going to want it to be. And since it's kind of like cut off on all sides, we'll just have to, we'll just make do. Anyways, so you would want to pick, you know, maybe take it all the way to the edge or whatever. And then you're going to go over to your basic edits, canvas color, and you're going to click on transparent canvas. Okay. What this means is that the back, you're not going to see. There's not going to be a square behind you. And then you're going to click back on your picture. Oh, I'm sorry, click apply, and then back on your picture, and you're going to go over here to eraser. You can choose your eraser size. See, it gets bigger, smaller, however, what size, you know, if you're taking away a lot, you know, big chunk, like, you can just use a bigger eraser. And you're going to just click and drag and click and drag. I do not recommend that you click and hold and keep dragging and dragging and dragging, because then if you have to undo something, then you're going to undo all of that stuff. So for instance, if I'm clicking and whoops, I took half my arm off. That's okay. You can go back up here to the undo, and that's why you don't want to click and drag long sections, because then you'll lose the whole section that you just worked on. So I'll do like little erasing. So we're just going to go along. And you can also go down here to this corner and zoom in. So you can get really close. You know where your eraser is. And you can also change your eraser hardness. Now what this means is you can see it's a pretty sharp line. There's not a lot of blurring going on. So if you want to take it down, you can make the edges really blurry so it doesn't look, you know, it's not so hard-edged, I guess you could say. And then you'll just keep erasing. So this is a bad picture because it would take me forever to erase the entire background. So I'm going to zoom back out. But as you can see, you're going to just blah, 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 erase everything. We're just going to quickly, you can be as precise as you want to be, or if you want to make the edges super blurry, you can do that. Okay, so let's just say I've erased everything in the background. We're good to go. So we'll X out of the overlay portion, and that's it. And you can use this for whatever. So you can save it, and I'll just say cutout, and I'm going to save it to my computer. And that's what the cutout's going to look like. Save it to my desktop. That way, when you go in to make a PicMonkey and you want to use this picture for a banner or something, you can go into design and to your overlays, add your own. There's my cutout. I'm going to open that up, and there it is. So I can use this in my banner. So if you're going to be doing like a challenge group and you want a picture of you, for your challenge group banner, you can do that. And then, maybe put over here something to divide that hard line there. You can play with it, like I said, and I want to incorporate this yellow color, so I'm going to go over here to my sports bra, and then I'll put over here maybe I don't know, something like that. This is the name of my new challenge group. It's time to slim down. I don't know. And then you can just maybe like throw it on like that, maybe a little bit smaller, and then put whatever you want here, whether it's that you're going to have points, whatever. So I hope that this has helped and that you have learned a little bit about PicMonkey if you've never used PicMonkey before, or maybe you are a PicMonkey expert and this video really bored you. I'm sorry. But these are the two very basic things that you can do with PicMonkey in a pinch to just make a really beautiful banner or invitation. So for today's assignment, I want you to go to PicMonkey and make a challenge group invitation using PicMonkey and a picture of your own, and post it in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you've come up with. Have a great day.